giveaway contest. We want to put a lot more emphasis on you, on the BitSquad, because you guys are really what got us this far. We wouldn't be anything without the BitSquad. I always tell people that when I meet them in person, when I meet members of the BitSquad community, they're like, oh, well, thank you so much for talking to me. I'm like, no, thank you so much for talking to me, because you guys really make this community. And guys, what about my voice? I took a few days off talking. I think it's a little bit better today. I was so raspy for a hot minute there. But guys, we got big news today. Guys, first and foremost, we got, the price of crypto is up. We are now over $40,000 for Bitcoin. Ethereum at 2551. But guys, what is happening? What does this mean? What are we going to see in the crypto markets in the coming days? A lot of red for altcoins still, if you look over here. Bitcoin leading the charge. A lot of flash crashes on CoinMarketCap. I mean, it's showing USDT with a flash crash, Cardano with a flash crash, a Solana with a flash crash. So I don't know if this is, I think it's probably a reporting error I was looking at, but we're going to be looking at prices. We're going to be looking at the markets. We got a lot of stuff to cover today. We got a special NFT series we are launching that is filling up, as we call it, the Bitverse. And guys, we got the new tracker. Is that dynamic down there?
I believe it is.
Showing the current prices. How about that? Unbelievable. Guys, okay, so listen, let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, here on YouTube, 1.1 million subscribers, as you guys know. We ticked up to 1.1 last week, so we're still excited to watch the channel grow, but we're really excited about our community, and we're really excited about our overall impact. There was an article put out a few weeks ago on the largest crypto voices. We dwarf everyone, and it's not close. And so because of that, we decided, you know what? Let's ramp up. Saying the audio was a little low, maybe? I don't know. Everyone's saying that. Everyone is saying...
Pull the mic closer to your mouth.
I can't pull it any closer to my mouth.
All right, well...
That's not what it is.
No, I can turn it up. You just might get a little buzz.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying it. But anyways... All right, guys, so we want to talk about this contest we got launching right here. So here's what we're doing. Our new crypto giveaway, it's 5 ETH to 5 million. So if you guys come under here, this is our current tracker of how many followers we're at. We're at right now a total of 4.574 million followers on all our socials. We want to push up to 5 million. We want to get 5 million total followers. Nobody in crypto has ever done it. So we've launched this new contest here, 5 ETH to 5 million. We're going to be giving away, and I want to say this, guys. This giveaway is not quite as big as the last one. We are planning something for you guys so big for the next giveaway. It's going to be awesome. This is going to get us there. We don't think this is going to take us very long, maybe about 2 months maybe to get there or so. But 5 ETH to 5 million, we're going to be giving away 5 Ethereum to the first place winner. And then the second through fifth place winner, you guys are going to win $1,000 in ADA, XRP, VeChain, or Matic, depending on where you fall there. So we're giving away some top altcoins, giving away some Ethereum. No Bitcoin in this contest. Why? Because I'm not going to give you my Bitcoin. I'm going to hold my Bitcoin. That's why. And you should probably do the same thing. All you got to do is go to our Twitter page, twitter.com/bitboy_crypto. We have it as the pinned tweet. You guys can go here and then click this link here. It will take you to the contest page. Our main platforms here, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, follow on TikTok, Telegram, Discord, and then you can retweet that tweet for an extra entry. And are we gonna show what we should do, TJ, is we should do like a thread on the contest where every day you post the new numbers.
Okay.
So let's do that.
Let's do it.
That? Yeah, so we're going to do that every day. We're going to show the new numbers. We can update you guys every day on this. So really excited to have this contest going, and really proud of everyone who is in the community. Says, wow, smash those likes, helping the community with free stuff. Hey, we love giving away free stuff. I love helping people out. Love that. So that is the contest. Really excited to take part in that. And I think that's it. We want to talk also real quick before we get started about we'll do that after the chart. So guys, let's talk about what is going on now in crypto. Guys, Right now, the market cap is 1.732 trillion. We've not seen this in quite a while. We're getting some very favorable numbers, but look at the volume, still pretty low, $102 billion. Bitcoin dominance going up 43.9%. I fully suspect that we will be seeing 50% Bitcoin dominance in the near future. I think probably in the next couple of weeks, I think we will see that. The GWEI very low at 27. Let's take a look at some of these numbers before we get to the Bitcoin chart and stuff. Bitcoin coming in at $40,657. And guys, there's like a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And I keep telling you guys one thing. Do not sell your Bitcoin. Do not sell your Ethereum. Okay? That's my suggestion to you guys. I would not be doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't think there's any reason that anybody should be focused on that. And I talked about it a little bit yesterday when I do we have the time going there?
Well, I mean, it's at 0. On? Yeah.
What's
that?
Just
start it over?
Well, it was showing 0-0.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Oh, we didn't talk to them about the market yet.
No.
Okay. So, what I'm seeing right now is there's a lot of manipulation going on, and we all know about the tweet that came yesterday. A lot of you guys do. I'm not going to give it a lot of reference. What I'm going to say is that there are things and there are forces that are moving this market beyond what we can see. Now, are people tweeting, trying to push it in a certain direction, or are they doing it to hide moves from the whales? I'm just getting a lot of information, a lot of stuff coming across my eyes, some that I wish I didn't see. But yesterday I told you guys I talked to a guy in Miami, and he works for a very significant company, and crypto company you guys definitely know. And he told me, he said, look, I've been given the advice from people at the top, buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, and that's it. Why is that? Why am I telling you guys this? These markets are being so heavily manipulated right now. It's honestly sickening to me. I would give anything if there was a way we could go back in time and not let these institutions in crypto. But what is happening right now is that these two markets, this is not a coincidence. We're seeing a lot of the institutional money coming in on these products, okay? We're seeing a lot of it. It's not coming into the other coins right now. There is no institutional money coming in to the other coins. How many people we have watching right now?
About 10,000.
10,000? Okay, we'll take 10,000 right now.
With about
how many likes?
1,700.
If you like Bitcoin or Ethereum, smash that like button for us. And also, guys, if you're in the live chat on mobile, you got to X off the live chat, hit the like, and then come back. So you guys make sure to do that.
I meant to check on the smart TV thing this week, and I forgot.
Oh, I forgot to check on the smart TV. So close, so close. But anyways, guys, the point is there's so much manipulation going on in these two larger markets. Anywhere the institutional money is coming in, they're trying to manipulate you. And I don't want it. And the only thing I can do from my position of power and influence here, which is not that significance in power, but maybe an influence, is tell you not to sell these coins. If you want to trade altcoins, and look, if you want to leverage trade, you do that with other money. You do not use your Bitcoin or your Ethereum money to go ahead and sell those things or to trade. If you have a separate trading portfolio, do that. You know, we actually have a FEMEX trading competition we're going to talk about tomorrow. We're going to be taking part in, trying to get more into that. But don't let that come from your Bitcoin and Ethereum money. Cardano is next on the list. Cardano is next on the list. When institutional money starts pouring into altcoins, that will be the first place it most likely comes. Why? Because it's going to be very decentralized. Anything that is decentralized, how do you take control of it? You centralize it by buying the most possible. That's what these powers in the world are doing right now. They are buying Bitcoin, they're buying Ethereum at astounding rates. They're manipulating the price. They're getting you to sell. It's not jargon. These are things I know. Okay? And so we really want to push that message on the channel. The best thing that we can do is to tell you not to sell those coins. These things are going to be worth. So we're looking at a story today. We're covering the story about the $12.5 million Bitcoin. Is that in today? We got that right?
Yes, I believe so.
I think so. But regardless, there are people who are saying that and you heard it from me first, couple months ago, maybe about a month ago. $10 million Bitcoin. That is a possibility. $12.5 million Bitcoin. These things are possibilities. But you can't get there if you sell. Now, it doesn't mean it's happening tomorrow by any stretch of the imagination. But these high numbers are coming. I believe in a 7-figure Bitcoin for sure. And so there were people over in the Middle East that were talking about a $10 million Bitcoin by the end of this decade. They want you to sell. Think about how valuable one Bitcoin is. And so that's really my continued message to you guys is do not sell your Bitcoin. Do not sell your Ethereum. Cardano explode. We would love for Cardano to explode. So biggest winners of the last day, we got Thorchain, Phantom. God, Phantom at 29 cents. It's up, and it's up 20%, and it's 28 cents. Ampleforth, or is this AMP? Is this different than Ampleforth? Can't keep up.
Yeah, that's just AMP.
That's just AMP token. I don't know anything about this one. Somebody was telling me about it, though.
That's a BJ token. He loves it.
It was a BJ that was telling me about it?
Yeah.
Elron up 18%, back to $92. Aave at 325, up 16%. And guys, we're seeing some of these coins start creeping up to be at least in the same range where they were before. A lot of these coins are. Engine coin back at $1.44. Graph, we got a lot of altcoins pumping today, 10% or more. Let's look at the biggest losers or gainers of the week. ICP, $65. Wow. Then got hit so hard. Unbelievable. It sucks. We don't like it. Okay, we got AMP token, Quant up 35% of the week. Leo up. Bitcoin up 13%. This is the BEP2. That's the Binance Smart Chain Bitcoin equivalent. Wrap Bitcoin right there. So you guys know, I mean, look at this. Bitcoin had such a good day yesterday. It is now up over the last 7 days. So let's go ahead and get into, let's talk about Minimal first. We're going to get into the Bitcoin chart here in a second, but we want to tell you guys about this big NFT drop we have. It goes out in exactly 1 day and 38 minutes. So basically tomorrow, it's a weird time, isn't it? 1 hour and 39 minutes. What would that put it at tomorrow? It says 12 p.m. EST, but it's 11:55 a.m., right? Mm-hmm. Anyways, the point is it's going out tomorrow about lunchtime. If you guys know CryptoPunks, these were a really big NFT art. I don't know what you call it. What is the word I'm trying to... Series. The word series. CryptoPunks was a series, did phenomenal. A lot of them pumped. Really, really big. A lot of the biggest sales were the CryptoPunks. They were done kind of in this 8-bit style. And we want to bring this same style to our Bitverse universe. So if you're in our NFTs, these will be dropping tomorrow. Now, one cool thing about these is, there will only be 20 of these ones minted, of the BitBoy. But as you go down, some of them are more like the Airdrop and HODL. They have 100 each. And I think the rest all have 100. Yeah, only the most rare ones only have 20, which are BitBoy and the Banker. The enemy of BitBoy, the Banker, of course. So we're really excited about this. And guys, wait until we launch our comic book. It's unbelievable. I saw there's a video of some of the art from it that's going around YouTube, and it is so good. So excited to be building out this Bitverse and building out the comic book stuff. So you guys make sure tomorrow that you guys head on over to mintable.app/bitversepunks, and we'll have the link somewhere for you guys. You can drop the link in there right now, I guess, if you want, so people can go watch. Actually, we should make this a contest entry to go look at this page. We'll do that tomorrow. So, all right, let's get to the charts now, guys. Bitcoin out of nowhere yesterday, crushing it. That's the 1 hour chart. Let's look at the 4 hour chart. Very interesting. Look at this. Look at this. Above the EMA ribbon on the 4 hour chart. We were there, it looks like, on the 9th. So it looked like last week we started getting up above, and then we got crushed. This is the furthest above the EMA ribbon we've been. We did get a green dot down here on the momentum wave a few days ago. And it has really turned out the price has been moving up. Let's check out the daily chart here. Daily chart looking pretty bullish. Now, here's what I wanted to show you. I've been thinking about this, what I wanted to show you guys on this chart. The one thing to really look at here that should really be standing out to you guys is that this here is the first time that we have made a new high since that would have been May 21st. So since here, this is the first time we made a new high. So if you look here at the lines, we hit, let's see, we hit almost 41,000. You guys can see this is the first time we can look and say we're actually possibly on an uptrend. They said this link doesn't work. No, it works. It works. Somebody said the link didn't work on Twitter. It does work. You have to click on it. If you copy this, it'll only copy half the link. So make sure to click on the link. That should fix that. But we have made a new high at this point for Bitcoin, and that's really exciting. This is the first time we're seeing, and if you look at the EMA ribbon, this is the first time that we have gotten above this EMA ribbon since the crash. Why I know let TJ record you changing OnlyFans. No, I'm not doing an OnlyFans. If I did an OnlyFans, it would be called Sexy Stock Tips.
Yeah, not sock.
Which would be me laying on a bear rug saying, "Don't buy stocks. Don't buy stocks," just over and over again. That we could really get something going. We'll get a little fireplace in the background.
I was gonna say, be careful, that might work.
That might work. I actually think that is true. Somebody said, look at the week chart. Uh-oh, there must be something good on the week chart.
By the way, if you are watching on a smart TV, Naomi sent me a screen record of how to do the like. All you have to do is pause the video, go down with your remote, click the the interaction button, and it pulls up, thumbs down, a bunch of different reactions. You just click thumbs up. Pretty
Say
easy.
it again. Say it one more time.
You have to pause the video, and then in the bottom left, there's a kind of like a next, previous, or react. You click the react section. It pulls up a bunch of different.
There you go.
actions.
If you guys are watching on smart TV, that is how you do it. Wow, pretty cool.
I hear more and more people saying they watch on their TVs at home. So.
Yeah. So I'm looking here. I'm trying to find what our mod is wanting me to look at on the weekly. What specifically are you wanting me to look at on the weekly there, sir? I would like to know.
It is great to be back above 40, though. Felt like we were stuck under 40 for, it was only a couple of weeks, but
yeah,
it felt like forever.
Yeah, people are a green dot on the daily. Well, I'm not seeing it. I don't know what chart y'all are looking at. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on the daily or the weekly, so I'm not sure really what y'all are seeing there. Which chart are you looking at? Somebody said, "Cool." Now I can give them a thumbs down.
Thanks, Scott.
Well, that's fine. If you give thumbs down, those count exactly the same to help get people on the stream. So, the momentum wave is almost a green dot on the weekly. Let's see. Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. So it's kind of coming. Yeah. He's right. It does look like.
I can't see the bottom there.
So, well, it's nothing to see. It's just this. It's basically what he's saying is the white on the momentum wave is cutting in. It looks like at any given moment it'll be giving us a green dot on the momentum wave. It won't be a large green dot. The last time we saw one of these was April 6th, and prices were much better back then. But I mean, look. I mean, that's April 6th. Wait. Oh, that's April of 2020. Wow, okay. So that's the last time we saw one of these was April of 2020. So if we get, we are going to get one of those here pretty soon. Could be a good run up. I don't know. Do you guys think it's like dead cat bounce? We're still territory we're in. I mean, usually with a dead cat bounce, you don't see a continuation of an uptrend, but it looks like we could be seeing that on the 4-hour and on the daily. And look at this. On the 4-hour chart, we are back into green on the money flow. So we want to see this get a little bit higher up here would be good, and things like that. So And guys, I want to be clear about, you won't see me say anything good ever about the Muskie one. I don't care what he tweeted. So I blocked him. I don't care what he has to say. He's an idiot. So none of this gets pushed towards Hit's corner, just so you guys know. There is none of this pump. It's fake. I don't know if you guys know what's happening, but it's fake. What that guy is tweeting, it's a cover for people that are doing the real work. I'm sure of that at this point. So that's why I will never give him credibility again for anything. So can you get rid of that guy, please?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's move on here to the Ethereum chart. What is going on with ETH? And I told you guys, it's funny because I told you guys, I think it was Friday, or I think it was. I was looking at the chart for Ethereum and it looked a little bearish. And I said, be careful in the short term. I think it was on the 4-hour chart. And sure enough, we did have a dip over the weekend, but now we are back on an upswing. We got our green dot here on the 4-hour chart, symbolizing we could see a bullish trend coming soon. Let's see when the last time we got one of these was. Now, what has consistently happened is every time we've got this green dot on Market Cipher for Ethereum, what has happened is that we have seen it get crushed immediately. So within the next 12 hours following these green dots on the 4-hour for Market Cipher, and I would say it's manipulation. Obviously, it looks like things wanting to go a positive direction, and then you see the prices get smashed. 6K likes should be easy. How many likes do we got right now?
4,400.
Yeah, we can get at least a 6,000. We can get at least a 6,000 here. But I think that we had talked about, we had the red blood diamond on Ethereum. We got a big crash after that. But right now it looks like to me that we are on a pretty solid uptrend here for Ethereum on the 4-hour chart. It looks like down here in the momentum waves, we're still having some upside here. Nothing to worry about. We have just flipped. We did go red over the weekend in the money flow, but we've just switched back to green. So we'll have to see how much this continues. TJ, how are you feeling about the overall temperature of the market right now?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's interesting because on the show Friday afternoon, actually, we had a lot of TA people on there, all of which were leaning very bearish.
Yeah.
Like all leaning towards sub 20K or below, which was...
Really? Who is that?
I mean, it was Tom, Blood, Savvy, which Blood's
that's like the Bear Den. You had the Bear Den on while
it was all at the same time. They were all calling for 20K, and then Stash and I were kind of the only two that were still feeling somewhat bullish. And he made a good point. It's when about the time that everybody starts going bearish at the same time, that's usually when you see a reversal. So I'm not too surprised we saw an uptick this weekend. But really, until we get back above 42, which seems to be what everybody's watching, that'll make me feel a lot better. I mean, it feels much better to be above 40. 35, 36, 37, 38 felt
feels
like
good to be above 38.
Yeah, we were stuck in that 35 to 38 range for, like I said, it was only a couple of weeks, but it felt like a couple months. So, if we can keep ticking up, it's feeling good. But, you were talking about those institutions coming in and how negative, like how we all wanted that. It's big money, but then you see the manipulation. I'm starting to wonder how much of that are we going to see with all these countries getting in. And, like the bigger the money that gets in, the bigger the level of the manipulation. It's all bets are off at this point. So it'll be interesting.
It's the boss. Did you make him a mod, by the way? Is he a mod?
It's Z-Boss. It's our dude. Yeah, he is a mod now.
Add moderator. There you go. There he is.
I like that guy.
Well, I think that the thing is like most of the time it's the regular retail investor you hear that from, not usually like the experts. The experts are supposed to know which way it's going. Like the experts. I think that what's going on is this is kind of how I. Okay. I did not get a TSA cavity search, just so you guys know, on my vacation. That did not happen. Okay. I don't know what the rumor is. I think what's going on is the charts aren't making sense. And this, you know what? This is a perfect example of that. You guys know we crushed it with Market Cipher. Market Cipher works for sure. Anybody that doesn't believe Market Cipher works, like you haven't really been paying attention. But when you see this, when you see every time you get a super bullish signal right there, and right here, but every time you get this, you see a downtrend immediately following. That's supposed to be an uptrend is coming. Continuation of a bull trend. So what you're seeing is there's something going on that we can't see. There's something going on that we cannot see that is pushing downward momentum on the market. So for me, I think that this manipulation has now begun getting baked into the charts that's showing it more bearish than it should actually be. I think this is, I think this is all manipulation. This entire dip has been manipulation. And somebody was, I think it was Kat, was showing the Fibonacci levels. Did you see that? We didn't pull that up, did we? That was good. We should have brought that up. The Fibonacci, basically, there's been a retest of, I think, the 1.68 level or whatever it is. Maybe it's, I don't know exactly which level it was, but I saw the charts of both the last bull runs. They both had a retest at the exact same point, exactly where we've just been. Now, some people would say those are manipulation too, but I don't know. I think that there's a lot of unseen forces right now on these markets, and unfortunately, you just got to, you just got to work around those. But at all points, you should not be selling your Bitcoin. Do not sell your Ethereum. This is what this is all about. So, and guys, also, we are hiring. We are looking to hire a new technical analysis expert to come and work with us. Could be remote, could be in person, depends on where you're at. Eventually would be in person once we get into our new building. But if you're interested, you got to have charisma. You can't be boring. So if you're boring people do not apply. You have to know TA, and you have to be able to make video content. So if you're interested in being our TA expert, all you got to do is send an email to writing, WRITING, at bitboycrypto.com. Send it to writing at bitboycrypto.com if you are interested in working with us and doing TA. And we want to put a bigger focus on TA on the channel, but I ain't got time for that, as you guys see. So we're going to bring somebody else in to help with that. So somebody said hire him in crypto. Okay, so yeah, so you guys make sure it can't be somebody that's already a giant YouTuber. That's not going to work. They got their own stuff. This could be a good opportunity for somebody to come in and work with us. So there you go. What we want you to do is send a sample video of you doing TA to writing at bitboycrypto.com. So we want to see a sample video of what you think you can do and stuff like that. So I know TA doesn't work, just human psychology. Can I join? Well, that's what TA is human psychology. I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's move on here. Let's look at $280,000 Bitcoin. Stock to flow creator is confident $288,000 is still in store for Bitcoin. Here's why. Now, I also want to pull up, does it show the chart? It shows this chart. I want to pull up the stock to flow chart. Hold on, the regular one real quick. I want to show something else while we're here. If it can be manipulated, why own it? Well, everything can be manipulated with money, if you guys didn't know that. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not the one I want. I want this one. Okay. I wonder why they changed the name of this to Buy Bitcoin Worldwide. Okay, so this is the stock to flow chart. This is Plan B on Twitter. He created this. And when you look here, if you look at what he says that the price should be by 2024, $250,000. By October 25th of 2024. So 3 years from now, in 2024, it should be around $250,000. Now, traditionally, if you follow along with the blue line, the vein that kind of runs in the middle of this stock to flow chart, it's always been correct. It gives you averages of where the prices should be. Now, if you look back at the last bull runs, you guys can see the bull runs very clearly. They go well above that line. Then in the bear market, they go pretty, in the last one especially, well below the blue line for the 2014 bear market. It didn't dip very far below the line, but it did dip. So $250,000 in 3 or 4 years, I think everybody would take that. That's if it sticks exactly to the line. So what I'm hearing is that there are people out there that don't want this thing going above 100K this year because they want more time to accumulate. Once this thing is $250,000 in a few years, it might go through the same process. Damon could go up or could go down or sideways. Hired. Damon, come on up, man. We love to have you. Love to have you working here. But anyway, so I just want to kind of look at that because we always look at the range of the stock to flow chart, like where it kind of should be, not necessarily the average. But if you really look at that average price, he thinks $288,000 would be the average price there around Thanksgiving of 2024. So keeping all of that in mind, let's go back and read this article now. Recently, the crypto market has been filled with doom and gloom, except on our channel where we're always happy. Yet anonymous Plan B is optimistic his price prediction of $288,000 will come true within the next 3 years. I feel like this is not what he was saying before. Wasn't he saying this cycle?
Yep.
And now he's changing a little bit. It's weird. Maybe he's getting some pressure to change it from some places. I don't know. Even as Bitcoin continues to struggle, in a June 12th tweet, the originator of the stock to flow for Bitcoin argued that Bitcoin is still on track for the stratospheric 6-figure level. It's so weird. So weird to listen to some of this. I don't know, based on earlier conversations we were having. 288,000 is still in play. He says after Bitcoin's drop from 64K all-time highs to 35,860 at press time, dozens of analysts are concerned about a bigger pullback. For Plan B, he says it is highly unlikely. Captioning a chart titled Bitcoin Going for Gold, $10 trillion market cap, Plan B is evidently unfazed by Bitcoin's current consolidation below $40,000. Someone said, Aaron Seacrest says, altcoin season continuation. I would say we will not have a continuation of altcoin season. I think Bitcoin's going to have to run up, get back above 50% dominance, and then maybe drop back down. We will have a much more aggressive altcoin season later, but I don't think it's coming right now. People are too unsure of the Bitcoin markets right now to be able to start investing in altcoins. 15,000 live viewers, 5.4 thousand likes, almost 6,000. Let's get to 6,000 likes, guys. I know we can do it. All right, so 288K in play. It would really surprise me if Bitcoin would not touch the black S2FX model line this phase. And it is, where is it now? Let's pull it up here so we can look at it. So we're very far from it. Very far from this right here. Very interesting. Blue dots will be much higher than the red dots. Some of the best charting in TA involves colored dots. I love that. Also Dippin' Dots. Highly underrated. You know, I was very disappointed that I went to the Braves game on Friday night. We lost. But I was very disappointed to see the Marlins Stadium does not have Dippin' Dots there. Only, I think, Edie's ice cream. Very disappointing. Just saying. Maybe it was Haagen-Dazs. I can't remember. Either way, probably Haagen-Dazs. Okay, so kind of surprised me. Plan B, talk about what really put this to the test. Is a prolonged bull market still realistic after a recent meltdown? Previously, Bitcoin's prices registered huge deviations above and below the stock-to-flow model. We are currently seeing a large deviation below the line. Nevertheless, Plan B believes the flagship crypto is behaving as it did in the 2013 and 2017 markets, further invalidating claims that Bitcoin has officially entered into a bear market. Guys, Plan B is a guy that definitely believes in his chart, for sure. And I generally have also believed in his chart. And I do think we are going to get to these numbers, but I don't know. Like, it may be time to start thinking maybe the numbers, maybe it's not going to stick to the stock to flow in terms of the exaggerated movements above and below. Maybe it more fits with the the blue line that runs in the middle of it, which is right here. If that were the case, that would put us peaking in August around $105,000. So I can tell you guys this. Somebody says the TA not accurate lately. That's something we've been noticing as well. We've definitely been noticing that nobody on YouTube is really being that correct with their TA. Okay? It's very easy to come on and look, I'm not calling anybody out specifically. I love a lot of these people. It's very easy to come on and make reactive videos to like, oh, the market just did this. Cool, this is what it's doing. But in the longer term of what we think in different targets, the TA has been totally weird lately. And that's why it's been very difficult to make money trading. And you see this in the volume numbers overall. But the fact is that there is stuff going on behind the scenes right now. There's manipulation on the price. We should be at much higher numbers than we're at. But I'll tell you this. I think as we get closer to, and look, some guys are going to be correct about some things sometimes, okay? But I'm just saying, in general right now, TA has been very wonky. What I would say is this, though. As Bitcoin gets closer to six figures, I think I'm going to consider making some big moves, I think. I don't know what percentage of that I would be pulling off the markets, off altcoins, things like that. But I think once that six-figure level is such a huge number, I believe if we do approach that, it might be time to take some profit. So just something to think about. Ethereum just passed 2,600, I've been told. It's at $2,600.91. So we'll see if that holds. Definitely very, very interesting. And I want to check out, somebody said XRP had moved. Is that true or is that false? XRP just pumped back up to 92 cents. Wow, okay, it was around 80 cents. Somebody says technical analysis is BS. What does this have to do with bath salts? I don't understand. Okay, all right, next story. I'm just going to leave that there. Next story. ETH on sale. Why this is a great time for Ethereum. Ethereum, the second largest crypto, has gained interest from not only retail traders, but also institutions over the last year, hence the manipulation. The key catalyst for its abrupt rise to fame in recent times has been its much anticipated upgrade, ETH 2.0. The ETH BTC ratio has almost tripled in the last 6 months. What does this mean for the altcoin long term? While many showcase their bullish optimism for the space, few skeptics weren't shy to say otherwise. So Ethereum right here, what this chart is, this is from Glassnode. Look at the number of exchange deposits. It's now reached a 5-month low. Very bullish, very bullish. Wow. Now, this probably certainly has to do with people, moving money around for ETH 2.0 to get validator nodes and things like that. In a recent interview, CVO of NVIDIA, Damon says he's in Jacksonville. He's going to come through. Yeah, we're right down the street.
NVIDIA.
Huh?
NVIDIA.
Oh, did I say NVIDIA?
No,
I said NVIDIA.
Yeah, NVIDIA is what you said.
NVIDIA.
It just sounds so funny.
I love saying NVIDIA.
Yeah.
It's my favorite way to say it.
Just roll with it from now on, like Alien.
Like what?
Like Alien.
Like Alien?
Yeah.
What? That's so weird. Why would... Everyone says it like that.
That's
Alien. True. In a recent interview, CEO of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang, spoke about ETH's impressive rise. He said it's now established that Ethereum is going to be quite valuable. What is up with the lines here? It looks so weird. There's a future where the processing of these transactions can be a lot faster, and because there are so many people built on top of it now, Ethereum's going to be valuable. Is that the actual quote? There are so many people built on top of it? Who was built on top of Ethereum? Were you? Were you built on Ethereum?
No, I was not.
I don't know any people built on top of Ethereum. I'm just saying. When asked if he was excited about proof, I think that's a typo. I think it's supposed to say many people building on top of it now. When asked if he was excited about proof of stake, the CEO was quick to acknowledge this. The answer is yes. I believe the demand for Ethereum has reached such a high level, it would be nice for either somebody to come out with an ASIC or come up with an ASIC that does it, or for there to be another method. There's a lot of credibility. It works well. A lot of people depend on it for DeFi and other things. This is a great time for proof of stake to come. He He says that he believes the crypto is here to stay. It's a legitimate way for people to exchange value. He added, more important, Ethereum and other forms like it in the future are excellent distributed blockchain methods for securing transactions. This is the guy from NVIDIA. NVIDIA.
Killing me.
NVIDIA. I'm sorry I'm not such a nerd that I don't know.
That's fine.
It's graphics cards?
Yeah.
God, let me tell you, if you are into graphic cards, you are a nerd. I'm sorry. I don't even know what a graphics card is. Why would I know what a graphics card is? I still play the old school StarCraft on my 1992 PC.
You don't even know what that is.
And yeah, I do. I build lots of squads. I build squads and I attack galactic towers, you know. I use my little rat men to run around and do things.
Your rat men.
Whatever they are. I don't know. They scurry about.
Yeah.
But they don't scurry. They only scurry about when I say, please scurry about and build galactic tower. Not actually my hand controlling the scurrying. They go scurry themselves. They're like little minions. And I'm big on StarCraft.
Yeah, I can
love
tell.
that game.
I can tell.
Love that game.
The greatest game ever made, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Greatest game ever made. Basically, what he's saying with Ethereum here is that, you know, there's a lot of value coming in on it, and this is a reason why you guys can see all the institutional money coming to Ethereum.
Look at the chat trying to help you.
Who is?
They're telling you Zerglings. Guys, he has no idea anything about
Zerglings?
StarCraft.
What is that?
That's what they thought you were talking about.
Zergrush?
Zerglings, yeah, Zergrush.
Zerglings?
Yeah. They're the smallest unit of one of the races. There's 3
I'm not
races.
racist.
Oh, gosh. All right, Tommy.
I have a Zerg friend.
Her name's Kerrigan.
I didn't even know what they're called, but I got one. It's my friend, so don't ever question me. Tommy talks. Okay, so let's move on. I mean, guys, this was a great story that was ruined by NVIDIA. Ethereum gas. Oh, yeah, this was supposed to be in the last story. I didn't cover it. Speaking of Ethereum, the gas fees plunge as Polygon surpasses 7 million transactions. They're saying that's why the gas is going down.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I want to get on that Matic pad. Did we get in on that? It's a launch pad for Matic. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
For the first time in nearly 6 months, fees have fallen. It's just, guys, the point of all this is someone said feigned ignorance. They think I'm pretending that I don't know StarCraft.
Guys, I promise. He knows nothing about definitely StarCraft 2 and especially the original StarCraft.
I couldn't tell you the difference between StarCraft and Warcraft. I can tell you the difference between that movie, The Craft, in the 90s, because I think I saw that.
Yeah, he knows nothing about that.
Nothing. I had a roommate named Sun. His name was Sun. And he was an Asian guy, and he was one of my roommates when I lived at Kansas State, and he was just always playing these dorky games. Not that StarCraft is dorky, but he was playing StarCraft. And in Counter-Strike. And this is before people were really, like, these people that were playing back then really were the nerds of the nerds.
Was Counter-Strike and original StarCraft was really probably the 2 biggest early online gaming kind of games.
I was like, why are we just running around shooting? I don't get it.
It's like the birth of esports.
Yeah, I still don't get it to this day. It's amazing. But we support it. We're signing a giant esports partnership with Twitch.
Yeah.
And TVSM or TBL,
TSM.
whatever they're called. We're signing all the deals. We're going big on esports here on the channel. Okay, so Ethereum co-founder reveals why he's incredibly bullish on Polkadot and Cardano. And guys, these are going to be some of your best opportunities. Cardano and Polkadot, Binance, anything where the institutional money is not in here yet, this is where you want to get in. You want to get in on these. Obviously, I love Cardano a lot more than Polkadot. I would argue Polkadot's got a few issues, but I've talked about those before, and I'm going to bring them up right now. But
I agree.
Yeah, Cardano to me is, people say, why are you so bullish on Cardano? You call it a long-term hold. Well, I just believe in what they're doing. Like, can I just have that ability to believe in something? I believe in Charles. I think he's going to make something great. Once I really understood, all of their viewpoints and why they do what they do and how they do what they do, I mean, it's something I believe is definitely going to work. So, too bad I have a face. This is another guy saying this, not me. Too bad I have a face for radio and a voice for photography. And my TA is as accurate as a broken clock. So there's that. But I'm an awesome guy. Hired.
Trading for days.
Trading for days. How about that? Okay, so Ethereum co-founder Anthony DeLorio has revealed he's a big fan of both Polygon and Cardano and is confident in both their futures on the basis of their creators' reputations. And that's important, guys. That is important. Because, look, you can show me the best teams out there, and we cover a lot of teams for a lot of different projects, but none of y'all have heard of any of those people pretty much until they actually, they might have worked at a company. When you actually have someone who co-founded Ethereum, you know that they know what they're talking about. And that's why Polkadot and Cardano are going to be successful. The former ETH dev was recently interviewed by Morgan Creek Digital co-founder, Pomp. Pomp pretended he didn't know me. Pomp, I got a big issue with that. I thought we were friends. Pomp was a great friend when I was very tiny, and now that I'm very large, Pomp doesn't want to be my friend. Pomp, can we be friends? Come on my show. You're going to have to reach out to me. You ghosted me on Twitter last time, so you're going to have to make the first move. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I won't pump you up. Okay, let's see. Pump's a good guy, though. We like Pump. Don't like being ghosted, but we do like Pump. Revealing his involvement in a number of different ongoing projects, DeLorio also praised Hoskinson and Wood, who also helped create Ethereum alongside himself, Buterin. Wow, it just gets a one word, Buterin. And a few other developers. Have you seen that funny TikTok account that's Vitalik doing things?
No.
It's really funny.
I bet just the concept sounds interesting.
Well, it's just different things Vitalik does,
Done.
like on a daily. It's nothing. It's just clips we've all seen.
Right.
Picking his nose, dancing on stage, wearing a unicorn shirt, all the things.
You saw Charles updated his profile picture?
To the Simpsons thing?
To the hawk.
To what?
Him with the hawk, black and white. Yeah.
Hey, we both got falcons on our shoulders.
That's right.
It's a falcon. That's not a hawk, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably right.
I think it's a peregrine falcon, I think.
Probably.
They're called falconers out there, I think. I could be wrong. But now I've kind of fallen back to just simplicity. I'm in a number of different projects, but the majority of my stuff is in the top projects. I'm a big fan of Polkadot, big fan of Cardano, big fan of Charles, let's say that. Taking some different approaches in the way that they're doing things, much more on the academic side of what he's done and bringing stuff forward. Real big fan of Gavin Wood. Knowing those guys from the days back at Ethereum and knowing their drive, and this is what's important, guys, it's not just about their smart people. These people are very competitive, and they want to be first. Knowing their competitiveness and their smarts, I was able to see those projects for the last few years and know that they were going to get to where they've gotten to. I mean, guys, there's people out there that are just winners. They know how to create, and it's not just about being able to create. It's about having the drive to be able to push things forward and being able to win. Gavin Wood and Charles Hoskinson are winners. They got big money behind them. They got big infrastructure behind them. They've got the intelligence behind them. They've got everything. So there's no way that these projects are going to fall off. These are going to be here. But I would pick Cardano over that as well. So moving on here, speaking of Cardano, we have a big update for Cardano. One of the biggest updates ever for ADA, for ADA. Cardano, first ever Plutus smart contract goes live on Alonzo testnet. Now, the Alonzo testnet is the next stage in the roadmap for Cardano. Cardano, the fifth largest crypto in the market. Is that accurate as of this moment? Yes, still looks like it's accurate. Pretty far behind Binance Coin, pretty far ahead of Dogecoin. The fifth largest crypto in the market has been one of the most talked about altcoins of late. Not so long ago, it successfully pushed out the first testnet of its Alonzo rollout. Since then, anticipation for its later developments has been sky high. Cardano is in the news again today on the back of a conversation that saw IOHK's marketing director, Tim Harrison, head of delivery, Nigel Hemsley, and delivery lead, Dimitris Polopoulos, highlight the ecosystem's latest updates. Perhaps the most crucial of these developments was tweeted out by IOHK with the same announcing the first simple Plutus smart contract has this week been successfully run on the Alonzo Blue Cardano testnet. Learn more in June's mid-month delivery update. Now, this is what you got to understand about Cardano. Like, they understand that. By the way, I'm still seeing people saying the audio issues. I'm trying to figure out if they're like earlier in the stream.
I think they are, because a lot of people said no problem. So
yeah, I think so. So I don't think we're having. But just monitor that a little bit. But here's what you got to understand. They know Cardano is going to work before they do it, because it's all peer reviewed and tested by academics out there to make sure that everything that they have in there is going to work. It's kind of like if you had a book and you want to know if it was going to be good or not. You take it to one guy and he reads it, he's like, yeah, that's pretty good. You can change this, change that. But if you take it to 10 top level authors and editors to read it for content, to read it for typos, grammar stuff, yada yada yada, they're going to come back and help you to create something that's going to work. Like, there's going to be a book when you put it out. This is very similar. All of these things are academically peer-reviewed to make sure they're going to work before they put them out. Now, I know what you're thinking, but that roadmap is so slow and they keep having to delay it. These delays are because they know everything's got to be in a very specific order. So what you see with some projects is they're willing to go ahead and match their roadmap a date, because they're like, you know what? It's more important for us to make sure that we're putting out on schedule than it is to make sure everything's working correctly, because we're not going to have users for a long time anyways. Cardano is not like that. They delay these because they've got to get everything in order before they get it out. They can't fudge it a little bit. You see other projects, they fudge it a little bit. Cardano doesn't do that. To elaborate further, the respective smart contract is written in a specific Cardano program language called Plutus. As part of the Alonzo Blue phase, it incorporated a command line interface for writing hello world style smart contracts. The initial phase of Alonzo includes only a limited set of staking pool operators and early Cardano enthusiasts. To support such experiments, projects collaborated with external teams. Nobody knows any of those people unless you're a developer. These include a variety of decentralized finance segment. I told you guys, watch out for Cardano, big player in future, big player in DeFi and NFTs. That's what they're talking about. I think we've got a possible Cardano DEX we're looking at working at. Could be interesting. As soon as this is what you guys can expect going forward for Cardano. As soon as this limited set of partners and pioneers become compatible with these basic scripts, the next phase will follow, which is Alonzo White. According to Nigel Hemsley, however, for this to happen, they have to successfully prove they can submit, validate, and execute on-chain. And just so you guys kind of understand the significance of this and the smart contracts and the whole 9 yards here, Ethereum, somebody wants me to talk about the network upgrade to Bitcoin and how it could add smart contracts.
Taproot, it's a ways away from adding smart contracts. But Taproot did go through, get voted on over the weekend. It's still months away, though, from actual...
November.
Yeah. So we got time.
Yeah. We talked about Taproot. Your average viewer to this channel doesn't care about it. And when I told you the things that it does, most of you are going to be like, huh? Why? Who cares? So, look, just know Bitcoin had its first update in, I think, 4 years. It's going through in November. It's called Taproot. There's going to be adding some layers of privacy, some multi-sigs. And what was the other thing?
They're working on trying to get smart contracts on there, but that's further off.
That's further off. Guys, we've got smart contract platforms that are, working now. Like, the Bitcoin smart contract fantasy is, I think, just a fantasy. But what you're seeing with Cardano here, kind of talking about smart contract platforms, is that Ethereum is built out. It's not perfect. It's not running correctly. But Ethereum, think about all of the elements of Ethereum that aren't actually Ethereum, okay? You've got these layer 2 solutions like Polygon, like Cartesi. You've got dApps, decentralized applications. You've got DEXs running DeFi. You've got all the DeFi elements. You've got all the enterprise blockchains. You have so much with Ethereum. Why? Because it's been working for years and years and years. Okay? Cardano has nothing. It's got partnerships. It's got relationships. it's got places it works with, but on the Cardano chain, pretty much nothing is built on top of it at this point because it's not there yet. Once these smart contracts get released, this is where we finally see the piling on of other projects and other businesses onto the Cardano blockchain, and that's where we'll really see where the rubber hits the road. Is this thing going to make it happen? So they said Taproot was reviewed by academics. Thanks. Okay, next we have Tanzania. Not to be confused with the Tasmanian devil on a bandana. Stay away. Tanzanian president urges central bank to prepare for crypto. This is in Africa, not Australia. Tanzania's president wants the country's central bank to begin exploring Bitcoin and digital assets. It appears to be the latest emerging economy poised to embrace Bitcoin and crypto assets. On Monday, Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan, Suluhu, that's an interesting middle name, urged the country's central bank to begin exploring crypto assets. Hassan emphasized the increasing impact of digital assets on global finance, stating, "We witnessed the emergence of a new journey through the internet." I mean, do you feel like we're going to see a lot of smaller countries adopting this, TJ?
I think so. Seems like it. There was, I think it either we're going to see it all really fast, or we're going to see them come down hard on El Salvador and kind of scare everybody off. But I don't think there's a lot in between. So hopefully we see it coming hard and fast. We saw Costa Rica president supposedly was, chattering some stuff over the weekend. I don't know any big announcements came out, but, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think it makes sense for them to.
Yeah, I think that I think they're still not the powers that be, the IMF. And does the IMF actually have power?
Yeah. They fund a lot of nations. So, basically, we talked about it a lot on Friday. They're supposed to be giving El Salvador $1 billion. That maybe they don't do now. Some of that kind of stuff will start.
Funding, yeah. But, they can't actually make legislation. It's an international body.
Bank. Yeah, it's like a bank, basically.
Yeah. Yes, it is writing at bitboycrypto.com. That is correct. If you're interested in being a technical analysis expert on the channel, send in a video to writing at bitboycrypto.com. Well, here's the thing. So IMF, I mean, they're more like I see them as giant banking lobbyists, pretty much. They can put pressure on people to do things, but they can't actually force any country to do anything. Right? Does that make sense?
Sure.
I mean, they can probably force them to,
right?
But they're not a rulemaking body. Each one of the individual central banks, like the European Central Bank, the United States Central Bank, they've got their own legislation and regulation. So, and technically they're all private owned, but people from the government sit on the boards of these. Like our central bank, there's a big discrepancy. Everybody says oh, it's not a government entity. Well, yeah, it's not. It's privately owned. We know the big money people behind it, but the government chooses the board members that run it. So it still is pretty much government working hand in hand with them. But I think that from the G7 summit this week, we did not see any mention of Bitcoin that I saw. Did you see anything from the G7 summit?
Nope.
And I told you guys, it's funny because I told you guys on Saturday that if we got no news out of the G7 summit, which, look, you want to look at the larger narrative on why we pumped? I told you guys on Saturday, or maybe it was Friday. I think it was Friday, actually. I told you Friday at 3 o'clock. If we got no news on Bitcoin from the G7 summit, that was going to be extremely bullish for Bitcoin. A lot of people were holding their breath. What time did this thing end? Yesterday afternoon. I'm just saying. Then we got the giant pump. It looks like nothing. Pretty much nothing was mentioned about Bitcoin at this conference. Did you guys see the picture that they took? That was this picture right here.
Yeah, and you saw the picture of them all at lunch.
Yeah, and then the picture of them all at lunch. This is the social distancing.
Yeah.
This is a social distancing picture. How stupid.
And then
people are such sheep. I can't with it.
And then they're crammed to probably like 100-something people on a patio for lunch.
Yeah, where there are all of these people that are in this picture are within like 2 inches from each other.
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk about Tommy. Tommy talks. Don't you dare pin me versus Tommy Hilfiger. Don't you dare. Tommy talks. Okay. So anyways, what were we talking about? Tanzania. The point is, I don't think this is a serious threat to the banking system yet. I think what they're trying to do is they are trying to this is why I'm telling you guys, do not sell your Bitcoin, do not sell Ethereum. The people that are manipulating these markets, they want to get so much that they can just control it. And then you get to take advantage of them controlling it if you own it. But the fact is, we see countries like Tanzania, Costa Rica, Argentina, El Salvador, all these countries talking about adopting Bitcoin. This is still not a big enough threat to the world yet for the world leaders to be talking about it. And I was very interested to see this because it felt like we were going to get a narrative coming out. A narrative coming out about Bitcoin from this, and we did not. And I think that's extremely bullish for the rest of the cycle. So, okay. All right, so let's move on. Next story here. This was this story too, and I left it out. Africa leading Bitcoin P2P trading volume growth. That's big. We know Cardano is really big in Africa as well. Useful tulips, sub-Saharan. I mean, we know this stuff, right? Tanzania, Africa, really ripe for crypto. But I think it's still going to be a little bit of time before we see this money flowing into the market. Okay. All right, so Millenial Millionaires have invested half of their wealth into crypto. Wow, thank you for that super chat, Gregory. It's amazing to see, millennials. Well, I guess I'm thinking about Generation Z. Mm-hmm. Generation Z, they would put in like 2 packs of gum, and they're $20 their dad gave them for lunch.
And that's half their net worth.
That's half their net worth. But the millennials, I'm a millennial. We got money. Let's do it. What's funny is this says Millenial Millionaires have invested half of their wealth in crypto. Guys, I got way more than half. More than half. You guys know I'm really poor. I'm always like clinching, like, does my card work today? Meanwhile, I'm like, feeling high off the hog off the portfolio. Yeah. I think there's a few people, by the way, that I think that like if you've got crypto in a portfolio, it's not technically real money. You know what I mean? I think people are always surprised to find out that like we actually pull money out and have money. Like it's just money on paper to them until you buy something with it. And then they're like, oh, they take you a little more serious. Of course, we do have problems taking money out sometimes. Yeah. Thank you, banks.
You never know.
You never know. I well over 90% of my net worth is in crypto, for sure. Well over. Over the last few months, investing in crypto has become as ubiquitous as grabbing a morning coffee on the way to work. And if you weren't at it, you've probably still found yourself hearing conversations about what coins are worth investing in, the legitimacy of crypto as a means of replacing fiat. Unsurprisingly, those who earn big bucks have significantly invested in crypto this past year too. According to a survey, almost half of millennial millionaires, that's anyone born between 1981 and 1996, I do fit that category, have invested at least 25% of their wealth in crypto. I'd say 25? Oh, this is very interesting. This is specifically millennial millionaires. Mm-hmm. So to become a millionaire in crypto, you got to be pretty risky. You got to put at least 25% of your net worth in. That's what it looks like to me. Because, were you not thinking the same thing I was when we were at, when we went to the boxing match, when we went to Bitcoin 2021? It was like, you're just sitting there like, wow, we're just like, everybody here's a millionaire. Yeah. These are all people that we were seeing years ago that were like, wanting you to cover their lunch. Yeah. I might have been one of them.
We were all, it is funny to see that change. We were all like trying to figure out like, how can we go to this as cheap as possible, like split room, stay at an Airbnb, and now none of us are like that.
No, you still did that though.
Well, yeah, that's because we were bringing 14
TJ
people.
Still did that though.
We had to bring 14 people.
I stayed in the luxury suite. I actually, my vacation this weekend in Miami, they actually, they brought me a Hello Kitty giant chocolate and a hammer, and you hit it, and it had all kinds of candy and fruit in the middle.
Interesting.
Did you see the TikTok I made on it?
No.
I was like, what is this? This is crazy. But it is true, guys. There is a risk to getting rich in crypto. There's no doubt about it. You can't play it safe. You can play it safe and add to your net worth, but you can't play it safe and get rich in crypto. No. There's just no way.
And I'm also curious, of those millennial millionaires, I wonder how many of them got there because of crypto.
I would say almost all of them.
They weren't millionaires. They put half of their money in there, and now they're millionaires.
Maybe they could spell percentage. Did they misspell percentage somewhere on here? Oh, they're putting percent as 2 words. That's pretty funny. Young investors jumped on crypto early when it was not well known. They're more intellectually engaged with the idea, even though it was new. Older investors and the boomers were largely saying, "Is this legit?" That's what they were saying. They were saying it just like that, too. Only Gary Leland believed. As for NFTs, almost half of those surveyed claimed to own some, while 40% of those who don't have at least consider purchasing one. Meanwhile, no baby boomer millionaires have more than 10% of their wealth invested in crypto, and 98% don't own NFTs. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Ever see super trend indicator? I do not know what that is. These results highlight a generational divide in terms of wealth creation. New economy, guys. Been telling you this for a while. As younger investors are able to generate wealth thanks to their understanding of volatile cryptos such as Bitcoin, this has the potential to hugely disrupt the wealth management and private banking industry, hence why all the private banking people are trying to get all the Bitcoin and all the Ethereum. You know, if you can't beat them, join them. And you know what I always heard? You know how you become the tallest building in town?
Knock all the rest of them down?
You knock all the other ones down. The best way to get a stranglehold on crypto is to buy all the crypto. And then you don't have to, you can just manipulate it any way you want to do it. So someone says no baby boomers believe. That's not true. I know baby boomers who do believe. Mm-hmm. They know, they're in my family. So it might be a caveat.
Believe it or not, my dad was the one who pitched it to me.
Wow. That Tim, he's so innovative.
Yeah.
So innovative. Stares at me most of the time like I have 7 heads, but he is really doing a phenomenal job. I do love your dad. Bitcoin sell pressure may hit 0 in July thanks to Grayscale's giant 16,000 Bitcoin unlocking. The biggest single unlocking day will flush sellers from the market in July, opening up both volatility and bullish potential. You want to talk about a site you can't really trust. Okay, anyways. Institutional Bitcoin investors are in the spotlight as an upcoming major cash out date sparks talk of fresh price volatility. I told you guys, like, what do we have to look forward to? We got the United States budget that gets passed at the end of this month. Then we have July. We've now got something to look forward to in July. That was a hallmark of the most bullish time of this bull run, which was we had dates we were looking towards. And guys, when you think about markets being psychological, you have to be able to look and say, oh, there's really good stuff coming down the road, so I want to get in now. Without that, you're really grasping at straws.
We also have the quarterly futures expiring end of June.
Right. Well, that's not really. Well, that's bullish for July. Yeah.
Right before July.
Okay. Thank you for those chats from our mods there. Some interesting chats from them. James Lifesey is the Trading for Days guy. Found out. Okay, so it's not available constantly. Let's go to Grayscale. A giant in the institutional Bitcoin space, GBTC has over $24 billion in assets, the number one holder of Bitcoin. It is not available constantly, as Cointelegraph reported. The trust operates with periodic closures, which this year have coincided with its buy-in price trading at a discount spot price. The negative GBTC premium has formed a major talking point in its own right, as invested funds are locked up for a set period and then released, allowing investors to cash out at certain times, depending on when they bought in. And then this shows the premium. It flipped negative in March and has been negative ever since. And it doesn't really seem like there's a correlation in, I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's a correlation in the premium to the price. Does there to you?
No, not really.
Yeah, it looks like just kind of 2 random charts running. Combination of negative premium relative to spot and a large unlocking of funds means that July will be particularly interesting for Bitcoin price action, and this is something that I'm hearing. And by the way, people are saying Bitcoin is dropping right now. It is back to 39. It's at 39.9 right now. So we'll have to see if it can hold that 40K. I was shocked when it was above 40K. But, you know, hey, as long as we hold 38.5, I'm still feeling pretty bullish. If we go back down to 36, it's going to be like, what? Why? Why we do this? But guys, July is shaping up to be a very interesting month. And this is something that I'm hearing on TV, or on TV. I said on TV because of super chat from Damon. This is something I'm hearing from a lot of sources, is that July and August is when things can probably be heading back up. So I was a little surprised to see the giant pump we just had yesterday. But I think maybe this month that we can just establish being bullish again. July, we can really take off. And if things are not going up at the end of July and in August, then we got to punt this bull run. We got to punt it. So July 19th, we'll see the biggest single unlocking day with 16,000 Bitcoin released. For popular trader Loomdart, guy that likes to attack me on Twitter, there's none of if you can't beat them, join them. A lot of these guys don't really grow, so it's fine. This nonetheless provides a chance for selling pressure to stabilize afterwards, paving the way for BTC bulls to crush long-standing resistance lines. This would form a refreshing counterpoint to the broadly bearish picture on institutional markets, with open interest in Bitcoin futures way down versus previous to the May price dip to $30,000. So, you know, I actually this morning, TJ, was looking at the Exablock report that we get every single day. If you guys want access to that or any of our other deals, make sure you guys head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. And is this, let me go to the homepage real quick. Yeah, check this out. If you guys go to our homepage, by the way, bitboycrypto.com, you guys can actually see a link here to the Bitverse Punks NFT dropping tomorrow. So I want to tell you guys that at the end. But there's a cool little banner we're testing out. So if you guys want to go straight to that link, you guys can click from bitboycrypto.com and get to that as well. But we do have this Exablock report here on the deals page. It's down here somewhere. There it is, right here under trading tools. And I was looking at the, they said I'm deep state. I'm definitely not deep state. That's exactly what the deep state would tell you. But the thing is I was looking at the Exablock report from this morning, and I was looking at the numbers. Do you remember what the numbers were at the end of March? Remember how much was in futures?
For Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I wanted to say like 6 billion. Is that right?
Yes, it was $6 billion. So it was $6 billion. And interestingly enough, is that right? 6 billion? Yeah, it's definitely not 6 trillion. So yeah, $6 billion in futures contracts rolled up. It's not even 3 billion right now.
Interesting.
Only half. And we're, 2 weeks away? So I don't think we're going to see a lot rolled into that. So it looks like they're going to be significantly down. The Ethereum, I want to go back and look at what they were then and they were now, because I think they're actually up significantly. So that institution, they're coming to get that money. So we could be seeing fireworks in July, do this grayscale news. Last but not least here, I do want to talk about Cartesi. Cartesi is a partner of ours, and this is a project that we love. Like, I love Cartesi. I think this has the potential to be the next Polygon, the next major ETH Layer 2 solution. They launched the same way. Polygon was dormant for a long time, and then it finally had its run, and it's getting the due that it deserves, and we could be seeing the same thing with Cartesi. They are now collaborating with Paid Network. Now, Paid Network has, I think they have an incubator. They've also got a lot of tools on the Paid Network site, a lot of cool stuff. Super Trend Indicator. Where do I get that? Never heard of that, Damon. I know you said something earlier. But Cartesi is pleased to announce another collaboration for our recently launched $1 million U.S. ecosystem fund, igniter, and accelerator, Cartesi Labs. Cartesi Labs will be collaborating with Paid Network. Paid Network, the number one private sale I wish I would not have turned down. We turned that one down. It was a big mistake. They did have a snafu. They got hacked at some point, but they've recovered from it. Things seem to be, they had trusted some developers, right? Trust. Pay Network seeks to redefine the current business contract litigation and settlement processes by providing a simple attorney fee and cost-friendly DApp for users and businesses to ensure they get paid. That's a good slogan, get paid. Wherever they are in the world, Pay's Launchpad, I told you they had a Launchpad, Ignition, aims to foster the ecosystem of applications running on various blockchains. Cartesi's lab growth through Pay Network. So Cartesi Labs is a division of Cartesi designed to develop projects that utilize the Cartesi infrastructure. And then they also are introducing the Cartesi governance token. So, or Cartesi governance. Cartesi improvement proposals. You guys know we have the EIPs, the Ethereum improvement proposals. That's what EIP 1559 is. It's going to kill the burning and things like that. Or is going to help kill the supply through burning. Cartesi's, they're called CIPs, Cartesi Improvement Proposals. Blockchain projects involve diverse kinds of stakeholders, all of which live across multiple jurisdictions. Their interests have to be constantly evaluated and conciliated, through well-designed communication and power-sharing processes that are accessible, effective, and compliant. This is the new system. The first phase of the Cartesi governance involves the establishment of a system to standardize technical contributions and to settle matters that are mostly technical in nature. Any member of the Cartesi community can start discussing improvement proposals. So if you got ideas, you can submit it. Pretty cool stuff. So this is going to allow the community to influence the direction of the project. That's what decentralization is all about. So hats off on Cartesi for working with Pay Network and also for getting their governance going. This is some pretty cool stuff. All right, guys, that's all we got for today. We'll be back at 3 today with a Crypto.com video for you guys to check out. Very excited about that one. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.